Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am taking you on quite the wedding journey. We are about 5 days out from our client's wedding here in Nashville, and a lot of things have happened. But I'm going to take you on this process of leading up to the wedding day the week of, because a lot of things are happening, and it really goes back to the reason why we don't offer day of coordination, because there are so many elements that happen, not only the week of the wedding, the month of the wedding, the year of the wedding. So this particular client was a full service planning client. So we did design, we did planning, vendor sourcing, and then something happened. I'll share that with you in a bit. So here's what's going on. We are 4 days out from our client's wedding. It's a 2-day wedding. The first day is a 30-person ceremony and dinner at a botanical garden here in Nashville. And then the second day was going to be like a 150-person party at a private building. The groom, unfortunately, had a ski accident a couple weeks ago and just really isn't doing well. Not only did he fracture his leg, but just the pain. It's too much to have this party. So we are postponing the Saturday event. So we are right now working on contacting all the vendors, reading contracts, seeing what the fees are, if any, making sure they're available for the next date, etc., etc. On top of that, the Friday ceremony and reception for 30 people is now predicting a crazy storm that day. So we are now having to update those vendors about the rain plan. It's a lot. And then on top of that, we also are making sure that the mobility, it's a garden, so it's a little bit hard to get around, especially with the groom now being in a wheelchair. We just want to make everybody as comfortable as possible, make it as least stressful as possible, but we are having to go with the rain plan. And while it's never something we want to do, it is always something that we make sure we plan for no matter what. Especially here in Nashville, rain can happen at any given time. So, that's what we're working on. We're trying to be super optimistic. It's going to be beautiful. But it's a bummer for, I'm sure, everybody and the couple. This is not the dream wedding they had envisioned, but I know it can still be beautiful. Morning, guys. It is Tuesday and our wedding is on Friday. So this morning I am still, and don't mind this giant crater, stress pimples. This morning I am still going to my workout class. I feel like I need it to calm my nerves, and the rest of the day is really spent typing away, being on calls, being on emails, acting fast. So I just need that little hour for me first. But the plan today is we just have a few more vendors to confirm. Everybody has been really, really nice, and very few fees have been associated with this postponement because it's just been such a terrible thing to have happen to the couple. And I want to print out documents. So I will show you in a bit. I create a binder for every single wedding and event that we do. And it has kind of all of the important information like timeline, floor plan, vendor contracts, rain plans, which we are absolutely implementing. Now there's going to be a chance of lightning and thunder. The day, you guys, the footage on the day is going to be priceless, I think. So buckle up. That's what we're doing today. Yay. These are our linens for this weekend from BBJ. I'm gonna double check the order, make sure it's all there, but it should only be about 3 linens since it's a 27-person dinner. Here's what I love about BBJ. You can order anything and they will ship basically anywhere, and they provide you with a returnable bag and label, and then they typically mark what's in each wrapping. So this is our velvet bone. We got 1 linen in here, and we have 2. Yep, 2 in here. So that's great. We got all 3. Something I'm super excited about that I don't know if I've shared on YouTube yet is so you guys maybe have seen these Canva designs that I used to do for clients, like these mock-ups design. And if not, I'm gonna put the link up here to that video. It's a tutorial. I walk you through how to do it. It's been a game changer for my business, but I've stepped it up a notch even more. And I found this girl on Instagram. Well, actually, she found me, and she does these phenomenal mock-ups, and you basically send her your mood board, the rentals that you're using, the name of the venue, and your rough sketch of where you want the pieces to go. And she creates these like 3D pieces of art is what it is, realistically. They each range from $150 to $250 per sketch. And while I understand for some of you that might be quite a bit, it is something that I factor into my pricing. I make sure that I am only doing this for our full service planning clients right now. And it is an expense that I am absolutely willing to pay for, because it elevates our whole design plan, and it really kind of, I don't know, reinforces how qualified our team is. And we came up with a design, but I'm not great with the graphic design part. So she takes my ideas and puts them into I don't know, a design. I don't have another word for it, just a masterpiece. And it's something that can obviously show clients, but show all of our vendors. And I'm sure it's especially helpful for the venue, because they get to see exactly where these pieces are going. In my binder, I have my sample invitations that I'm gonna give to the photographer, and then a little pouch with just essential things, scissors always, pens, zip ties, liquid IVs. And then I'm just gonna take all of my documents so far, put them in here, and eventually once I'm done, I'm gonna separate them with some tabs. But honestly, if this is so helpful to have, I have my floor plan and then all of my vendor contracts, just so that we know what to expect when vendors arrive, like just what they're providing, what equipment they were supposed to bring versus what their rentals were supposed to bring. Obviously, we know that going into the event, but it's nice to just have it on the day when something, if something comes up. Guys, it's me again. Because I am like mentally unwell, and honestly, most of us wedding pros, I feel like there's a little screw loose if we've chosen this career. Just kidding. It's fun. I love it. Because of that, I have also picked up a catering shift today. So I literally have been working the whole day just putting out fires and just kind of like reorganizing this wedding. And now I'm gonna go work a 5-hour or so catering shift. But you know what? I'm gonna enjoy the 45-minute drive to the catering shift first and use this time to decompress. See you there. Okay, we redid the final version of the timeline. So we've moved, because of rain, we've moved inside the mansion. This is like the little, you'll see it in real life, the little kind of patio area. They really wanted a long table, so we're putting that on half of the room, and the other half is our cocktail area. So the ceremony is going to be tented right here outside the lawn. So guests will come in, and it's a tough layout because we can't prevent guests from sitting at their dinner spot during cocktail because it's all in one room. But we're gonna do our best to ask the photographer to get detailed shots before guests move inside, and then it'll just be a nice little cozy party in the rain. Good morning, Purple. Ready for another day in the office? So in case you don't know, I share my office with the cat. This is her room. It's also the laundry room, has an extra bed. I mean, you guys, this is the bonus room. It's my sewing station. We have no idea what to do with this room. It's a mess. There's a lot of stuff going on. But the reason Pearl kind of lives in this room is because we have a border collie, Fiona, who is just obsessed. It's been 3 years and she's just equally as obsessed. But we took out this post here, this railing, so Pearl can get in and out, and so can Huckleberry. Huckleberry can fit through that little opening, and he likes to come in here and hang out with Pearl. So she can kind of roam around at night when Fiona's sleeping. It's not like she's gonna do anything to her. It's just that she's obsessed. She's a herding dog, and Pearl is just another sheep for her. Right, Pearly? Okay, so let's talk about the wedding that is officially tomorrow. The weather's looking a lot better. We are still moving forward with the tent option. So I have my binder pretty much complete at this point. I've got my invitation samples. I've got my little emergency super quick access kit, our timeline printed, our floor plan with identifying food allergies and kids. I've got all of my contracts, my rentals. Yeah. And I'm also bringing an extra bar menu. I'm going to take out basically this one in here, and I will replace it with the one that we're using. And then just in case, I have 2 little kind of framey stand things just if we need them. The bride is supposed to bring a frame, but she just has so much on her mind right now that I just want to come prepared. So we're looking pretty good. And then meanwhile, in about 2 months, we have 2 back-to-back weddings. Alex and Zach, they're up in California, in Northern California. Oh, hello, Pearl. And then Rachel and Andrew are in Pennsylvania. So I just kind of started basically putting together, I've been printing out their rental order. We're still making edits, but I'm going to have a call with the venue person, and I just have a series of questions for him about rentals that we need to bring versus rentals that are included. Excuse me, Pearly. So I'm just kind of getting a little more organized with these, and then same thing here, rentals with a few questions. And then really we'll start to build these binders up slowly but surely. The last thing that'll get printed is obviously the timeline and floor plan, because that changes until about a week or 2 before. But we're looking good for 2023 season. Okay, I'm ready, and it's 11 a.m. We can't get in until 3, so I'm like driving myself crazy. But let me show you the outside weather currently. Look at this dark cloud. Oh, I'm so glad we kept the tent. We were hopeful for sunny weather all of a sudden, that it was changing, but like this is not looking good. We actually got some notifications from like our local weather thing that there's going to be a severe thunderstorm this evening. Now, how early in the evening, I don't know, but the good news is we kept the tent. We were going to potentially, if the weather was going to be nice, we were going to possibly have the ceremony at another meadow, open air, and let them have that 30-minute of outdoor time. but it's just not looking great. And it's just a little too risky to try to have to like make a mad dash for a last minute rainstorm. But we have always decided to keep the cocktail hour and reception inside the mansion at Cheekwood because of possible late night storms. So you know what? We're prepared. That's all that matters. The couple was like, listen, if we can be outside, let's do it. But if not, we understand that this is the nature of weather in March in Tennessee. So lots of things were learned. I just, having done weddings in California for over 10 years, weather was never really a concern except for wind. But yeah, here it is constantly something I'm gonna have to create. Like backup plans are always gonna have to be thought of. All right guys, it's showtime. I literally have just been pacing around my house waiting for the time to leave. I like getting there really early, but we can't get there before 3 p.m. That's just the rules of the venue. So it's okay. With it only being 26 people, I still feel good that we have plenty of time to set up. It's still looking very gray. My inclination will be that we're going to keep the ceremony under the tent just in case. I just don't want to risk it. And it could be pretty swampy in the grass anyway. So we're going to go take a little look and then we're going to start setting up. I'm here 45 minutes early, but I'm going to get out of my car. I'm going to go take a look at the lawn and truly like make the final decision on if we're having it in the lawn uncovered or if we are sticking to the original tented plan. I'm really thinking the tent is what's happening. So there's the mansion. The lawn, no matter where you are, is pretty wet up here. Megan and I have come to the conclusion that there are storms to the north, but there is sunshine to the south. And it appears that most of every gust of wind is coming in from the south. So we are gonna risk it and probably do the ceremony outside uncovered in the lawn. We'll see at the end of this vlog what we ended up doing. Sent them down the aisle. That is by far the hardest part in terms of coordinating everything and making sure they have their boutonnieres on and so on. But we did it. I'm so out of breath. Okay, I'm gonna go check on the reception, make sure we're ready since cocktail hour and reception dinner are in the same place.
Comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you.
I can't believe we were able to do the ceremony outside. They were so happy. The storm eventually did come, as you can see, but we made it home safely, poured myself a glass of wine, and checked another wedding off the list.